They don't know maybe because of many things, okay? Because when you write down don't know, they don't know because they cannot read, they cannot hear, or they don't have the information supplier, okay? So you need to specifically identify. They don't know because of what? They don't have access to the information source, okay? So they don't know, okay? They don't know if they don't know because they don't have time. It doesn't make sense, right? They have time. The fishermen, they want to know. Everyone wants to know something, right? But they don't know because they don't have the supply of information. That's the key part. Okay, understand? So we fix the problem into a problem statement. Focus on the red line. Okay, you change the description. Then you identify revise the problem statement, and then you can ask question. Once you have the most useful problem statement, then you transform it into key question to be answered to solve the problem. And traditional fishermen, they don't have access to accurate information on weather and prices. So how can traditional fishermen in rural India gain access to accurate information on weather and prices so they can fish safely and increase them to sell the price? So as framing is all about asking the right question, and now we've got ourselves something that might be the right question. Okay, so because we define the problem statement properly, then you can have a better key question to ask for. So you are asking for how to gain access to information, but not on the way that how to make the fisherman know the information. Okay, how you make information know, how to make them know something is more difficult than how to provide or prepare and access to information. So in showcase example, we have a problem definition with no means to connect with the international market. Yachts were only used for domestic consumption. No gauges for yacht fiber were exploited, and they are under unfair trading. So the problem statement is yachts were only used for domestic consumption because the nomadic community don't have access to international market. Okay? We define the problem statement. Okay? You define the problem first, but you have to state out the problem with a proper framing question or statement. And then local agents for yacht fiber who are exploiting the nomadic without paying a fair price is quite the same, and they are living under loans that they cannot afford their students to go to school. So problem statement is quite similar to the problem definition, unless or just we reframe the international market, the access to the information is more popular than just they don't know, or they just use the domestic, use the yacht product for domestic consumption. So the key question is how can the nomadic community improve the living standard and get children to school? And by selling their yachts at a higher price and avoid cheating, or by improving the quality of products so as to sell at a higher price. So in order to get a higher price, either they will not be cheated anymore, or they can actually have a higher quality of product selling. So, once we frame the question properly, we will have a diagnosis process, and then we generate the solution, making choice, and then taking action. Diagnosis is about structuring the problem to know the cause and gains, deep understanding to remove them. You don't need to go through every step, but sometimes you need to take into consideration of the question. Now, this is only a checklist, okay? You may not need to go through every step actually. About collecting information is you never find enough time to collect information. And information is like an ocean. Okay? A lot of information. You cannot have time to do it. So actually, you just collect enough information. And enough information means at least you have covered at least, normally I would suggest at least 3 to 4 levels of information. Okay? Once you classify something in your mind as a problem, then you discover the relevant information in the upper level, and then maybe go into deeper level, either inward or outward. Okay. Any problem or subject, you can take out other information related to that, and related to what people. We always call target on people. So every target set. Okay. If you target on elderly, so you study elderly demographics, elderly distributions, how elderly people may include what income, education, health, okay, anything. So you will relate that different information, piece of information, and get that into one unique group of information, and then you build page multi-dimensional. It's a kind of, you can start by asking 3 basic questions. What are the different sides of face of the problem? Who are the stakeholders involved? And do you need to define your problem based on multi-dimensionally? It's not easy, okay? But it's a kind of guidelines that try to think in another way or multiple way. And then you find your team. Sometimes when we treat a problem, we may sometimes with a very subjective mind, okay, like criminal activity is a terrible problem in the society, but the insurance industry will benefit from it. Or even pollution is caused by automobiles, but but the petroleum industry will reap a lot of profit from that. So sometimes a damage on the society may be a surplus or premium or gain from another industry. So if you destroy one, then if you want to improve one, then you will destroy another one. So you need to keep in mind that okay, you don't have a both sharp end in the middle. So actually, whatever environmental issue you feel is the holy ground for you to solve the problem, sometimes you are destroying another industry. You remember that, okay? So you need to have any remedial action or remedy to have another end of the industry that you are going to destroy them. Okay. So if all of us use the non-polluted energy, then those petroleum industry workers, they don't have job. Okay. So you need to find a job for them too. That's why we think about a problem, okay, or issue in a different way. Okay. Try to take care of every party. That's really important. Then we skip there, and form the team is not easy, okay? You are just assuming you have the right people working together in your student competing team, but actually you are not, okay? Because in the real life, when we do business, we don't know whether we can find a good partner for business, okay? Believe me. But you can just assume you can do that, okay? As a competition. But when you go out, okay, as a real business entrepreneur, know how to find your good partners, okay? How to bridge different types of talents together. And then we structure the problem again. How to structure the problem, we use a mental pyramid approach. I will not talk about this much longer because it's quite complicated to explain within a few hours. Mental pyramid is like a pyramid, okay? It's from 1 and then 2 and then 3. You have a lot of divergence extension from one problem to another problem, or the cause and effect. Okay? Use the mental pyramid principle. Ideas can be grouped inductively or deductively. When we call inductive logic, it means the first one here, that you divide it into different segments. Just give you one example. Okay? Effect here, and then cause 1 and 2. So death at sea or being treated